from Purple Arts. Today I'm getting a little messy and playing in our ceramic studio here while no one is here. But today I thought I'd show you step by step on how to throw on the wheel. A lot of people like to take ceramic classes because it's on their bucket list, and then they take a class and then they're hooked and they keep taking them, or a family member made them take it, and then most of the time if you take it, you love it. I'm addicted to it. So if you want to try it, we do teach classes. They're 6-week classes, and they're pretty awesome. We have awesome instructors and stuff as well for those classes as well. So the first thing you do is you wedge your clay. I already did that. So it's nice and wedged, but now I threw it on my wheel, and as you can tell it's very wobbly. So we have to get that wobble out of the clay, and to do that we have to center it. So I'm gonna show you the steps. I might not explain completely everything, just so this is a quick little video for your entertainment. But I'm gonna center by using this part of my hand and pushing this way. And this hand's literally just so it doesn't keep growing, so it just keeps it in place. So I'm gonna just put some pressure there. And as you can tell, it still has a little bit of a wobble, but not as much. It's getting a little dry, so like when I touch it, it's pretty sticky. It makes it a little hard, so I'm gonna put some more water on it. And I'm just gonna continue. To push until there's no more wobble. So once there's no more wobble, you want to find the center of your clay, and that's where you're going to start to make your hole for whatever you're going to make. And you're going to just go right into it and push down. And now you're going to get, you're going to want to push down, but not all the way to the bottom, unless you're wanting to make like a flower pot or something like that. But you want to definitely have a bottom if it's for a bowl or a mug or something that you need to have things in it. So now I'm taking my fingers and I'm pushing towards me. This hand's just here to stabilize the clay so it doesn't go all wonk while I make this pull out. And now what I'm going to do is start to do my first pull up. What I like to do is I like to take these two fingers and kind of even out the clay first before making my first official pull, which this does a little pull beforehand, but now that clay is more even, where before that clay was kind of like this. I don't know if you can see that angle. And now it's more even. And every so often I'll add water because it gets sticky, and then it makes it a little harder to work with without the water on it. So now I'm making my first pull. Ooh, where is it? So one thing when making your pulls, you're basically pinching. And if you put more pressure on the outside, your clay is going to move out. And if you put your clay on the inside, it's not necessarily going to move in, but it's going to help it keep up. So you have to do a nice balance of where these fingers are going. I put a little too much pressure on this side, which made it start to come out. I can fix it a little bit maybe if it's not too thin in that area by doing a thing that's called cupping, and I'm just putting my hands here. And I'm just slowly moving it up. And altering that clay so it's not so far out. And then I'm gonna just start making more pulls. And with this, I'm actually going to make a mug, or the base of the mug. So I'm just going to keep cupping it so that the top doesn't get too far out. No one wants a mug that the top's here and your bottom's this size. So a lot of times there's a lot more clay at the bottom of your piece than you think. So I'm just trying to get that to move up so that I can get a little bit taller before I alter it. So it's a lot of back and forth. I've been doing this for a lot of years. I can't remember, it's either 6 or 7, maybe more now. Maybe 8, geez. So it's not gonna be quite as easy when you first get on the wheel, but put your practice into it and you'll really get the hang of it. It's a lot of muscle memory. So what I'm doing now is you can see that down here I'm pushing out. I'll fix this wobble in a minute. To get the shape I want. So I think it's a pretty fun shape. I'm gonna clean up some of this excess clay down here that we don't need. So if you look at the piece, there's a lot, you can see all the slip and stuff from where the wet is. We're just gonna clean that up. You don't have to. A lot of people like to keep it that way. I like my pieces to look clean. That's just a preference. At the moment, I'm trying to find my metal rib tool, which is this baby. And I'm going to turn it back on and basically slightly rub it against the side, and it's going to clean up that slip. This can also, you can use it to help shape your stuff. You can see all that slip that was on the side. And I'm also going to do the inside. I have a little bit of water in there at the bottom, so I'm just going to soak that up. Sometimes if you don't push the right way, it likes to make your piece a little wonk. You can get it back to where it needs to be. The big thing is if your piece goes off center, to just not freak out about it. Depending on how bad it is, you can probably fix it. Sometimes you can't, but a lot of the time you can figure out a way. This is just paper towel that I've wetted down, and I'm just gonna swish it back and forth on that top there. It's gonna make it so when you drink, it's a smooth edge and not jagged, so you don't hurt yourself when you're drinking out of it. At this point, you can add some fun lines or details or anything that you want on it, but I think I'm just gonna leave it plain. And so what I'm gonna do is cut it off. And then I like to float my piece off with water instead of taking some kind of tool and doing it. So as you can see, so now when I go over to my tray, I can just slide it right off and it'll be not a problem. So yeah, that is the mug base, and then we're going to eventually, not in this video, make a handle, and then comes to glazing and firing, and then it's ready to be used. But yeah, so here it is. Woohoo! Thanks for watching. If you're doing art at home, I want to see it, so if you could post it on our Facebook page or in the comments on this video, that would be awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.